Hey, welcome back to Matcha Monday. We took a little break for kind of a hot minute there, but I'm back. We're back. Today we're going to chat about how to get out of a social media funk, especially if you have ghosted your audience during your funk. And how do you jump away or how do you jump back into it? My name is Marissa. I am one half of the Meraki Collective, and today is Matcha Monday, where I chat on Mondays, obviously, where we chat all things business, branding, and websites, and anything else that comes up. Thank you so much for being here. If you're watching live, I don't have my my typical matcha latte right now. I have like the tea that you get in a box and you put it in the hot water because this is so off topic. I am currently doing or starting actually today is the first day, a 45-day like clean eating challenge. I usually eat pretty clean, but today is I'm actually gonna be really good about it and like be consistent with workouts and stuff, which I normally do, but today is for the next 45 days, it's gonna be a little bit extra. Anyway, we're gonna get into today's stuff. Today's little like quote on these, I love these little quotes. It is, life is a flow of love. Your participation is requested. And your participation, whether you are watching live or you are watching the replay, it is very, very much appreciated, and I appreciate you very much. So let's jump into it. If you have ghosted your audience, Shanice says she's been there. Yeah, girl, me too. Been there, done that. In fact, Matcha Monday is today I'm coming back because I, AKA ghosted my audience with these Matcha Monday lives. And honestly, a lot of it was part of being I don't want to use the word busy, but being present to supporting the challengers in my 5-day branding challenge that I did a few weeks ago. And if you did that or did not do that, just FYI, we are going to open the doors to the free challenge once again in a couple of weeks. So if you are interested to join us, send me a DM and I will send you the link to sign up. So anyway, once you are ready to jump back in, how do you do it? So many of us overthink it because we're like, what's the right way to jump back in? What do I say? What do I post, right? And this is me showing you how you do it. You just do it. Whether you do it by a post or coming on live, I've been posting this past week, but now I'm like, you know what? I'm ready to go live. I've got my stuff planned. I've got my stuff in order, some of my content ideas in order. So just jump into it. But I know that's a little vague in general. So I've got 7 tips, 7 steps for you to get out of a social media funk and jump back into it. Number 1 is don't apologize. You don't have to explain yourself for taking a break. I know that I gave you a little explanation, but if you notice, I didn't apologize. I just said I needed to focus on other things, and now I'm here. But you don't have to apologize to your audience if you took a break. If you have that type of relationship with your audience and people are asking, that's up to you whether you want to give more information or not. But you can simply say, hey, I'm back, and this is what you can expect from here on out, okay? And the reason I say that is because I know that this sounds like a little harsh and just like kind of random, but people don't care that you were gone and that you were not posting. Because people are busy, right? Everybody and their mother is so busy. Even though the world is kind of at a standstill, we're still busy in our daily lives. So if you don't post and your audience doesn't see your posts regularly, when you jump back in, it's like kind of a breath of fresh air, you know? But they're not like, oh my God, you didn't post, I'm mad at you, or you know, stuff like that. So don't apologize, just jump back in, and jump back in with the energy and focus ready to serve your people. And be consistent from here on out. Tip number 2, pick one platform and run with it. So if you tried to jump back on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Pinterest, and whatever else, TikTok, whatever else is out there, you're gonna be overwhelmed and you're gonna wanna take another social media break and quickly get yourself in a funk because it's a lot to keep up with. If this is something that you're able to consistently do, by all means, go for it. But if you're just jumping back into it, my second tip is to pick one and run with it. The main platform that I use is Instagram. I do post content in other platforms, but the one that I focus a lot on is Instagram. So pick one and run with it. Number 3, I think I got my numbers mixed up. I have my notes over on my other screen. Okay, 1, don't apologize. 2, pick one platform and run with it. And 3, get organized and plan your content. There are no rules for how many times you should post or what you should post or any of that. But if you plan it out and choose, be intentional about when and what you're posting, oh my gosh, life is going to be so much easier for you when it comes back to returning to social media. So whether that's saying I'm going to post 3 days a week or every single day, 5 days a week, 7 days a week, whatever it is, pick it and stay consistent with that. Stay committed to that. If like 5 days a week or 7 days a week sounds a little bit intense, then just start with 3 days a week. 3 days a week and maybe 1 or 2 stories a week, and just see how that feels for you so that you can start getting momentum. Number 4, create your returning post. So you can share a post on your profile or do a stories or go live like this and say, hey, I'm back, and kind of reintroduce yourself. You can talk about what you've been up to. You can talk about what people can expect from you from here on out now that you're going to be consistent on Instagram. Or you could ask, hey, what do you guys want to see more of? But having or doing that returning post will kind of help you feel less awkward. You know, it's like you left a party and then now you're back. Like, hey guys, like I'm back. You can go to your little, to your circle of friends and say, hey, what have you guys been up to? That's another great idea, is to ask your audience what they've been up to and what they've learned, what they've done. And like I said, what they want to see more from you. That makes no sense, but I think you understand where I'm going with that. Number 5 is to audit your feed. What do I mean by this? I mean, be ruthless about the type of energy, the type of posts that you allow on your feed, right? So when you're scrolling, anybody that you're following and you're just not feeling good about the vibes that you're getting from that person, if you don't like what they post, if they make you feel a certain way that you don't like, if it's anything other than good, inspired, educated, entertained, or happy, ask yourself, do you really need to have them on your feed? You can either mute them so that you don't see their stories and stuff, or you can just unfollow. So this is a big one for me because so many times we just like habitually follow different accounts, right? And then eventually our feed is filled with stuff we don't even want to see anymore. And sometimes you even forget why you followed certain people. So if that's the case, clean that up. Like spring clean. It doesn't matter what season we're in. Spring clean your feed and be ruthless about the type of energy that you allow into your space. Number 6, engage with other accounts. So block off some time in your schedule to like and engage with other accounts, whether that's accounts where your ideal customers are at, or with your ideal customers, previous clients that you've had. Really take time to engage and have those conversations on Instagram, because that's what it's about, right? It's about building connection. How do you build connection? Well, you have to have things in common. You have to have things that you can relate to and have conversations and build that relationship. So after that is trust. And the last one is consistency. So be consistent when you come back from your social media break or when you're ready to get out of your social media funk. Be consistent. And that relates back to number 3, where I said get organized with your content. So if you say I'm going to post 3 days a week, then be consistent with that. If you say you're going to post 7 days a week, then be consistent with that. So for example, I started posting on Instagram again after my little hiatus last week. And we decided, okay, I'm going to post every other day for about a week and a half and just get back into the routine of things and see how it feels and see how our audience responds. And then this week, I'm going to be posting at least one post every single day. And the plan is to be consistent. How do you stay consistent? Well, you have to have a plan. It's like a full circle moment, right? And so we've done that. We've prepped some of our content. We have some of ideas about what we're going to post so that we can be consistent, so that we can get back on track and start connecting with you guys, with our audience again. And thank you so much again. If you're watching live, Anandi, I see you. Thank you for being here. Anandi says, I love the tips. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you are watching the replay, I appreciate you. Please let me know that you are here, that you've watched. Let me know in the comments below. And just as a recap, we are opening up our 5-day brand challenge within the next couple of weeks. It's a totally free challenge to design your personal brand. So if you are interested in joining us, it's so much fun. The last round that we did, we had 1,000 personal brand entrepreneurs sign up and design their personal brand. So I'm telling you, if you want to be part of it, it's so much fun and the community is amazing. And if that is something of interest to you, send me a DM right after you are done watching this and let me know, and I'll send you a link so you can sign up. Other than that, if you're watching live, please let me know if you have any questions. While you're thinking about that, I want to show you, I posted on my, now I'm just like rambling, on my stories earlier today that I was going to be going live, and I posted a picture of my, of my hair, and I'm going to show you what that looked like, of my hair pre-poofed up, okay? You can see that, right? See how like flat it is right now? It's like doing something funky. And I said, okay, you're going to be able to see how my hair like expands, and this is where we're at. This is hours, like 5-6 hours later, and this is my hair expanding. So my big hair, I love my big hair. I'm all about big hair. All my life I tried to tame it, and I would straighten it, and I would try to figure out how to make it less big. And from the moment I decided, you know what, I'm gonna own this, I love this, and it just feels like it matches with my vibe and everything better. So if you've got big hair, if you've got big anything, don't tame it. Let it be out there. Do your thing. Be you. And hopefully come back to social media, come back to Instagram, Facebook, or whatever platform you are using, and serve your people. It is time to get out of your social media funk. I hope that these 7 steps helped you out. Again, thank you so much for being here, and I will see you next time for Matcha Monday. Bye, everyone.